Okay, so again, the objectives were talk about physical appearance, which we have already covered or mentioned. Learn about traditional dances, which were two dances. We talked about the Maori haka and flamenco, and then read about the crime. We read about the Golden Falcon crime, and then we read that the Golden Falcon flies home, flies home. That they actually got the thief and they returned the Golden Falcon back home or back to the museum. Why are your camera off?
Teacher, can I go get my books?
Huh?
Can I go get my books?
Okay, and then the next objective here is to write about the crime, which we're gonna do today. This is on page 117. We already also took the punctuation marks and where we put them, and speech marks, and the rest of the punctuation marks that they go inside the speech marks, not outside. Okay. Do you remember these, Razan? Rosie?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, so let's wait for them. All right, so we actually read about the crime and now we're going to learn how to write about a crime. So here we have some pictures, and each picture under the picture we have what? What's this? What are these? Yes, Jenna, I can't hear you. You're muted. You are muted.
Yes.
Yes. What are these?
So like we choose an answer from them.
Very good. Notes to help us, like to answer or use them to answer.
Like,
these are notes, so we're going to use these notes. They're like helping us, like telling us the names, the place. Like for example, this is Alice and she's at work. She works where? In a jewelry store or shop. And then a customer enters, she looks at jewelry and so on. So I want you guys to, using these notes, make full sentences. So let's start with Jenna. Alice at work. Can you use this note to make a sentence about the picture? Where do I start? For example, this is Alice. She is at work, for example. You can also write she works at.
She works at a jewelry store.
Excellent, a jewelry store. Very good, amazing. Okay, very good, Jan. Okay, Razan, number 2. Customer, look at jewelry. I want using this note to make a sentence. What's wrong? Razan, are you here? So for example, a customer what? Hello, good morning. A customer, door, and yes, tell me whatever you have in hand.
A customer look at the jewelry
Excellent.
and buy it.
Very good. A customer enters and looks at jewelry. Okay. And then what do you think happens? Jana, very good resume. Amazing job. Next picture.
Alice.
When Alice turned me or her,
Jana, then the last one is yours.
Around.
Alice turns around,
And steal the necklace.
and who steals the necklace? Is it Alice or the customer?
The customer.
So, and the customer steals the necklace. Very good. Okay. Then, yes, Rosie.
then when Alice didn't see the necklace, she said, Alice shouted, call the police.
Very good. Alice shouts. Then she calls the police. Very good. So these are just still like captions to the pictures or just description to the picture. Then we need to write, wait, we're going to need to write this. A newspaper article about the robbery in the picture, about stealing the necklace. Think of a headline, write an introduction, 1 or 2 lines, and we're going to maybe look back at this, the Golden Falcon theft from Saatchi Museum. The Golden Falcon, one of the most important and valuable exhibits, and so on. So just write an introduction like this one. So we're going to take this about the Golden Falcon as a model write, right? Can you hear me well? Yes? Wait, guys, I'm just going to change where I'm sitting because there is noise around. Wait, okay, just 5 minutes, less than 2 minutes. Okay, I am back. Hello? Hello, hello. Okay, are you girls here? Jana and Rosie.
I'm here.
Yes, okay, very good. Jana, are you here?
Yes, teacher, I can't hear you very well.
Okay, now can you hear me better?
Yes.
Right, a newspaper article, and we're going to write a headline. We're going to write an introduction, 1 or 2 lines, like for example, about the necklace. If the thing that was stolen is a necklace, then you're going to talk about the necklace.
Right and where?
And when did it happen? Okay, these are just the guidelines. Your homework is to do the writing. And then you're going to mention when it happened, when did it happen, and where, time and place. So for example, where did this crime happen or take place? Where?
Where should we write it?
On a piece of paper, like a copybook.
Yeah, and I have my notebook. Should I write it in it?
Yes, but this is gonna be your homework. Again, we're going to take a look on the features and how to write, and then applying or you writing is your homework, okay? So again,
Can you say that in the group? Can you send the
Yes,
homework on the group?
sure. When did it happen and where did it happen? So again, talking about this crime here, the lady who stole the necklace, where did it happen? Where did this crime happen?
In the jewelry store.
In a jewelry store. Very good. So, and a time like October, morning, night, anytime. What was stolen? So in this story, what was stolen, Razan? A
necklace.
necklace. Excellent. Okay, what did the thief look like? And here we're going to talk or use the physical appearance we used at the beginning, or we have learned at the beginning. Like she had an oval face, she had fair hair or fine hair, straight, short, blonde, brown. How her nose looked, her mouth, anything. What was she wearing? How was the crime resolved? Here it doesn't mention. Maybe the police was able to catch the thief, but it's not mentioned how it was resolved. And then remember to use speech marks with direct speech. For example, Alice shouted, I'm going to give you an example here. Alice shouted, "Where are you going?" The necklace, for example. And then put question mark inside the speech marks. Okay? Good. Is everything okay now? Hello, guys. Can you hear me? I can't hear you, Jana, if you're trying to talk.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, very good. So we're going to look at another text or an article that talks about a crime, so you can write, like as a model writing. Okay, which is Golden Falcon theft. Okay, the Golden Falcon. So here the title is, Jana, what's the title?
The title Golden Falcon then from Saatchi Museum.
From Saatchi Museum. Okay, so what do you think is your title going to be if you're talking about necklace robbery or a car robbery, anything? So what your title is going to be? Can you think like really fast? Decide something that has been stolen and then think of a title for the
Phone
art.
robbery. Phone robbery.
Okay. Phone robbery.
Sure, can you see me?
No, I can't. Maybe if it's in the morning or in the afternoon, say at midday. Phone robbery at midday. Like people don't really go outside to steal things from people in the morning or in the midday because people
No,
are awake and
people,
people are on the street.
people steal things at night, at midnight.
Exactly, midnight. So to make it interesting, if it really happened at midday, you can say phone robbery at midday. Like, this is really strange. People are gonna be like, how did he rob the phone? How did the thief rob the phone at midday? So they're gonna be interested to read. Oh, I want to read. How did he do it? Because you're going to include the details inside the writing. Okay. Okay, then here, the first two lines, Rosie, can you please?
I go answer the phone.
Yes. Okay, Rosie, can you please read the first two lines?
Okay. The golden fractal, one of the most important values
Valuable.
is back at the Saatchi Museum has been stolen.
Very good. This is an introduction. Two lines, just two lines, not more. The Golden Falcon, one of the most important and valuable exhibits at the Saatchi Museum, has been stolen. Introduction. You introduced the thing, how important it is, where it is, and what happened. It has been stolen. The Golden Falcon, very important and valuable. Where it is at the Saatchi Museum, and what happened to it has been stolen. So in the introduction, you need to mention four things. What has been stolen? Like, what's the value of this thing? Is it why it's important? Is it very expensive? Is it very old? Where or from where did it happen? At the Saatchi Museum. Has been stolen. What happened? So very nice introduction. So for example, I'm gonna talk about the necklace. I will say, for example, a diamond, sorry, a diamond, why am I insisting to write W? A diamond necklace, which is the most expensive at I'm going to name the place anything. Lazurdi Jewelry Store has been stolen. Okay, this is, for example, my introduction. Here, I wrote what has been stolen, like where it happened, and like tell me more. Why is it very important to write about this stolen thing? Jenna, are you trying to talk? You're muted. Yeah, what were you saying?
I was saying everything in the world.
Repeat them.
I was saying, like in the introduction, like
Okay, so Razan, think of a title and think of an introduction. First, what has been stolen? So Jana told me it's a phone. Maybe she's gonna write about a phone. What are you going to write about? Razan. Hmm. Roseanne?
What?
What?
Yes.
Welcome back. Hi, Roseanne, what are you gonna write about?
Uh, uh, I don't know.
Necklace, ring, painting in a museum, anything. Yes, Jenna.
I will about my phone
Okay, so Jenna will write about the robbery of a phone.
in a club.
In the club. Okay, very nice.
People
So,
steal a lot of things there.
huh?
People steal a lot of things there.
What? Steal a lot of things
And
there?
the club is the perfect place to steal stuff there. They always leave their bags and then go.
Yeah, okay, so it's a
So
perfect
anyone can
place.
see them.
Yeah, okay. Okay, very good. So also, Razan, decide what are you gonna write about? Is it like a statue, like the Golden Falcon, or
I
um,
wasn't.
a painting, a very important painting, a car, a laptop, jewelry, ring, bracelet,
I wasn't
necklace?
green.
Huh?
Wasn't green.
Hello? Razan.
Yes.
What's a wedding ring?
You cannot hear me?
I will write about a wedding ring.
My God.
Hmm. Yes, repeat what you said again.
I will write about a wedding ring.
A wedding ring.
A wedding ring. Okay, very nice. Okay, thank you. Why can't I hear? It's up to the max. Okay. Okay, very good. Then you're going to write where it happened, maybe on the wedding day. On the wedding day, like on the wedding party day. And then you're going to include details. It happened during the early hours of Sunday morning. So now you're mentioning the time. When? It happened during the wedding party. When all the people in the party were eating, for example, when they were eating dinner or lunch. And then describe what happened, how it happened. When the alarm began to sound at the Sashi Museum, was there an alarm in the villa or in the place where they held the wedding party? Think of details, write and send to me, okay? Good?
Okay.
Very good. Again, you can always look back to this to get ideas.
Yeah.
Especially how to organize the writing.
Okay.
Okay, now, go away. Okay, guys, this. Do you know this painting?
Yes. Yes. It's
Very
so
famous, right?
Mona Lisa, something like that.
Yes, exactly. It's called the Mona Lisa. Very good, amazing. This is the Mona Lisa. So this is the name of this painting. So
I
yes, you do
want to
know the
know
painting.
why it's
Razan, do you
so
know it?
expensive and why it's so precious. Nobody has to touch it. I don't know why.
We're going to read why it's very important and why it's very valuable. Huh? Rosie, do you know it? Do you know the Mona Lisa painting?
No.
No? This is the first time you see this picture?
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
saw it
this
all
is
around the world.
a very famous
No, I
painting,
heard too.
and it's called Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa. Okay, does anybody know who painted it?
Yes, I think. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna do like a guess.
Okay, guess.
Um, it starts with the L.
Okay,
Leonardo, something like that.
Leonardo. Okay, Leonardo. What?
Fancy?
Leonardo da Vinci. Yes, very good. It was painted by Leonardo da Vinci. Okay, here we go. Leonardo da Vinci. And it's called the Mona Lisa. Here is the painting, and here is a picture of the painter. Okay. Do you know anything when it was painted? Anything about it?
It said it took 3 years to do it.
Yeah, painted from 1503 till 1506. So it actually took him
That's a long time.
3 years to finish this painting. This woman's real name is Lisa Gherardini Giocondo, and Giocondo is another name for this painting. Sometimes also people call it Giocondo. So it's sometimes called the Mona Lisa, and sometimes they call it Giocondo.
Is she a famous person?
We're going to know. The museum that it is kept, where it's kept, is called Le Louvre. Le Louvre. It's in Paris, and it's been there since 1804. So it was
Really?
painted in 1506. After 300 years, it was kept in
Oh my
in
gosh.
the Louvre. Yeah. So we're going to read some questions before we start reading. Some of the text we're going to read, and other part of the text we're going to listen to, then answer. Answer what? These questions. Let's read the questions, then go and read the text. So first question says, Jana, when?
On August 21st, when
Um,
1000.
from the board, can you see the screen?
No, not really. Like a half of it.
Okay, here we go. Now you can see this, right?
Yes.
The questions. Yes, read the first one.
When did they notice the Mona Lisa wasn't there?
When did they notice the Mona Lisa wasn't there? So we're going to know that it has been stolen, but people didn't notice that right away. It took them some time. Okay, number 2, Razan.
Okay. Um,
Number 2.
how long had it been on display in the Louvre?
Louvre. What's Louvre? What's the Louvre? It's the
Place.
museum. Yeah, it's the museum where this Mona Lisa painting is kept. Okay, how long had it been on display in the Louvre? Like for how many
30
years?
years.
So we're going to look for this piece of information. For how many years it had been kept or displayed in the Louvre? Okay.
When were investigators called to the museum?
When were investigators called to the museum? So they noticed that it's not there, and right away they called investigators, or after some days? Maybe after a day, after 2 days, we're going to know. Okay, next, Rosie. Razan, you're muted. Number 4.
How long was the museum closed for?
Okay, so this tells us that the museum was closed. Okay, after the stealing Mona Lisa from the museum has been closed. So for how long? Years, days, months? Okay,
What did visitors do when the museum reopened?
reopened. What did visitors do when the museum reopened?
Reopened.
So after it was closed, of course, they reopened it. So what did visitors do? Okay, next, Razan.
Um, whom did he contact?
Number 6, when did the thief
When did the thief make contact?
When did the thief make contact? Contact with what? Maybe with the museum to return the painting and get money? Maybe, we don't know. Okay, Jana?
How much money did he want?
Number 7. You are the rhombus shape and Razan is the square shape. Number 7. Read number 7.
But Razan said that.
Read number 6. When did the thief make contact? Okay, whom did he contact? All right. And then how much money did he want? So
Yes.
this is actually what he wanted. He made contact. So when did this happen? So, and also, whom did he call? And how much money did he want? So he called to get money in exchange for the painting. Where was the Mona Lisa? How did Jerry know it was the real Mona Lisa? Like, for example, he can cheat on them or trick them and send them a fake Mona Lisa instead of the real one, right? So how did they know it was the real one? Okay, let's read to find out the answers to these questions. Okay, this is a fact file. The Mona Lisa, the painter is, as you guys mentioned, Leonardo da Vinci, painted from 1503 to 1506. Took them how many years?
3.
3 years to paint it or to finish painting it. The woman's real name, this lady, Lisa Gherardini Giocondo. Another name for the painting is Giocondo. The museum where it's kept is called Le Louvre, and it's in Paris, and it's been there since 1804. Okay, let's start reading. Where's my phone?
Can I start?
Yes, for sure. Yes, okay, start. Jana.
On August 1st, 1911, Leonardo da Vinci Mona Lisa, one of the most famous paintings in the world, was stolen off the wall of the Louvre, a famous
Thank you.
museum.
Do you see this introduction? It mentioned the time on August 21st, 1911. Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa, then the object, the thing, one of the most famous paintings in the world. How valuable or important this thing is, and where it was and what happened to it. It was stolen off the wall of the Louvre Museum. So was stolen where? From the Louvre Museum. So this is a very good introduction.
It was such an unthinkable crime that the Mona Lisa wasn't even noticed missing until the following day.
Thank you so much. It was such an unthinkable crime. Nobody would ever think or have ever thought that somebody would dare to steal the Mona Lisa, and which made people unnoticed. People working at the museum, they did not notice that it's missing until the following day. Nobody would ever like think that they're gonna steal the Mona Lisa. So the question, when did they notice that the Mona Lisa was not there?
The next day, the next following day.
They noticed the following day. Very good. They noticed it wasn't there the following day. Oops. What did I do? Okay. Razan, can you start reading from this? Who?
Okay. Who will steal the famous painting? Why did they do it? Was the Mona Lisa lost forever?
Mona Lisa. Lost forever. So did they get it back or it's still lost? We'll check. We'll see. Who would steal such a famous painting and why did they do it? Like what they're gonna do with it? Try to sell it, get money, or try to blackmail the museum to get money from them? Okay. Next. Yes, Roseanne?
On Tuesday, August 2020, 1911.
Very good. On Tuesday, August 22nd, 1911. This is how you can read dates: 1911, 2020, 1982, 1995, 2010. Okay. Then a comma after the date. We added a comma. Continue.
Borrowed, a painter who was visiting the lava walked into the salon care where the lava has been on display for 5 years, but on the wall where the Mona Lisa used to be, there was a blank space.
Blank space. Blank. It was empty. Like this. Blank. Okay. On Tuesday, August 22nd, so after one day, Biraud, a painter who was visiting the Louvre, walked into the Salon Care. I honestly don't know how to read French. Even if I listen to the word, I still pronounce it wrong. Where the Mona Lisa had been on display, he looked on the wall and the place where the Mona Lisa was kept for how many years? 2 years? Or 5 years? Or 7 years?
5.
5. Very good. So the Mona Lisa had been on display for how many years?
5.
5 years. So number 2 is it had been on display for 5 years. When it was stolen, or like before it had been stolen, before it was stolen, yeah, it had been on display for 5 years. Okay.
Does display means like insecurity?
I can hear you. Yes, what did you say?
Display means like on security.
Display means like it's okay. Now, what am I displaying on my screen? What's on my screen? It's the PowerPoint presentation, right? This is the meaning of display, to show something. How long has it been on the wall of the museum? On display means to be like hung on the wall of the museum. Right now, I am displaying a movie. I am displaying a PowerPoint presentation, right? Okay. Yes, Rosie, you have finished, yeah. On the wall where the Mona Lisa should be, they found a blank space, a blank area. The Mona Lisa should be here, and it's not here. Okay. Okay, let's keep reading. So we answered so far number 1 and 2. We still don't know 3, 4 till 10. Okay, Jenna. We're not going to read everything. We're going to listen to the rest.
The Paris police were called, and shortly after midday, about 60 investigators were sent to Louvre Museum to look into the crime. They closed the museum and continued the search.
Thank you. The Paris police were called, and shortly after midday. So this crime took place when? Morning, midday? Probably was morning. So shortly after a very short period of time, after midday, maybe after 4, at 5, at 6, about 60 investigators were sent to the Louvre Museum to look into the crime. Look into means to what? What's the meaning of look into the crime? They're just going to see that the Mona Lisa is not there? What's the meaning of look into?
Like see the security cameras.
Yes, to find the solution, to like resolve it. Very good. They closed the museum and continued the search. Okay, back to our questions. When were investigators called to the museum? After midday.
Yes.
Okay, very good. Yes, keep reading, Jenna.
The Louvre was closed for a whole week to help the investigation. When it was reopened, a line of people came to stare at the empty space on the wall where the Mona Lisa had once hung. No one could believe that someone could get away with the crime so easily.
Okay, very good. So, for how long has been the museum closed, Razan? How long was the museum closed for? They closed the museum to investigate. A whole week. Excellent. Super. I want to add points, but I can't find my phone. Okay. A whole week. So the museum was closed for a whole week. And what did visitors do when the museum reopened, Jana? They came to...
A line of people came to stare the empty space on the wall.
To stare at the empty space on the wall. Like, there is no Mona Lisa, but they're standing where it should be, where it was hung. And they're looking at the empty space. Okay, like, they could not believe that someone could get away with his crime so easily. What's the meaning of could get away with? Get away with.
Like if I had to do my homework and my mother told me to do it, but I got away to it. Like I got away and my mother didn't notice.
Yes, exactly. When, for example, your mom asks you to do your homework and you don't do it, and she doesn't notice. So this means
Yes,
you with not doing the homework, or
but
your
it never happened before.
didn't happen before.
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Okay. So get away with is like to escape, to do something bad and nobody knows, like to get away with a crime or something bad that doesn't happen. Okay. So now we answered till 5. For how long it was closed? It was closed for a whole week. What did visitors do when the museum reopened? They came to stare at the empty space, just to look at the empty space. How? When we come here, we're supposed to see Mona Lisa. Mona Lisa's not here, and they're staying at the wall. Okay. No one could believe, all right. Number 5, question number 6. I mean, when did the thief make contact? Whom did he contact? How much money did he want? Let's find out. Okay, Razan.
Yes,
Yes, read this paragraph in the box.
one work, one worker remembers seeing the painting around.
The one above it. Here, investigators began.
Investigation began to invitro.
Interview guards. Interview means to ask questions. When I'm making an interview to someone, I keep asking them questions. They began to interview guards, the security.
Guards and workers to find out when the Mona Lisa went missing because no one had broken into the museum when it was closed. One worker
Right.
remembers seeing the painting.
Very good. Thank you so much. They're asking the guards like who entered and when did you notice, guys, or how it was missed because nobody broke in. Like for example, the museum closes at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. and it opens next day at 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. So nobody broke into the museum during the time when it's closed. So how did they got it in front of everybody? They just took it in their pocket and they left, or how did that happen? Okay, yes, complete. One worker. Yes, Razan, you're muted.
One worker remembers seeing the painting around.
One worker remembered seeing the painting around. Where around? Okay. So, by the way, this is a picture of the people staring at the empty place. Oh, what? At the empty place. What's wrong? At the empty place of the Mona Lisa. And they also have a camera. Yes, Jana. 7 o'clock. Jana, you're muted.
Yes.
7 o'clock. Yes, start reading. Jana? Jana.
Yeah.
Yes, can you read from here?
7 o'clock on Monday morning, a day before it was discovered missing, but noticed it had gone when he walked by the Salon Carrier an hour later. he, I think it's that that customer, that museum official, and it.
Thank you. So 7 o'clock on Monday morning, a day before it was discovered missing. So a day before, like, which means on the day they actually stole it. But noticed it had gone when he walked by the salon. The salon care is where the Mona Lisa is kept. So somebody passed by and he didn't find it, and he thought that the museum moved it to another salon or another area, another wall or something. An hour later, wait, noticed it had gone when he walked by the salon car. An hour later, he thought that the museum official had moved it, like the people working in the museum moved the painting from this wall to another salon or another place. So that's why he did not like complain or say that the Mona Lisa is not there. He should have done that. Okay, now we're going to listen. Now we're going to listen to the rest of the text, also following with the book to answer the rest of the questions. To know when did the thief make contact, whom did he contact, how much money did he want, where was the Mona Lisa, and how did Jerry know it was the real Mona Lisa. Okay, we're going to start listening. This 120, page 120. Wait. This is track 49, right? 37. Can you hear anything?
Track 47. On August the 21st,
Can you hear?
Famous paintings in the world
Hear them?
were stolen off the wall of the Louvre, a famous museum in Paris.
Can you hear, guys?
they closed.
Thumbs up.
This crime so easily when the Mona Lisa went missing, because no one had broken into the museum when it was closed. He thought that a museum official
Now, further. So, when did he make contact? Hello? Girls? You still with me? Hello? Girls, you're
Yes.
muted. Yeah, okay, so how many years after he contacted them? Like, it has been kept stolen for 2 years. Two
Yes,
years after he stole it, he called. Okay, keep listening and listen carefully. So at any minute, I'll stop and ask you. And we'll see if
Okay.
you cannot answer. Lira is an Italian currency. Lira, like dollar, euro, Egyptian pound. Yeah. So the thief made contact. He contacted a well-known antique dealer called Alfredo Jerry. He said he had the stolen Mona Lisa and would sell it to him for $500,000 lira. Okay, so Jerry, did he agree to meet the thief or no? Girls, are you listening? Like, can you hear the track or no? Please tell me you can.
Yes, I can.
You can? You can listen to the track?
Yes.
Okay. So did Jerry agree to meet the thief or no?
What?
Jerry, the antique dealer, did he agree to meet the thief?
He met for for $500,000 naira.
Okay, yes, very good. He agreed for the price and to pay this amount of money, and they arranged to meet in the hotel.
The thief opened a wooden trunk. He took out some old shoes, a pair of trousers, and a shirt. Then he removed a false bottom, and there was the Mona Lisa. Jerry recognized the Louvre stamp on the back of the painting. This was the real Mona Lisa.
Okay,
Jerry-
so how did he know that this was the real Mona Lisa, the antique dealer?
At the back.
Because of the stamp at the back. He saw the stamp of the Louvre Museum. Very smart, Jerry.
He left the hotel and called the police. The thief, Vincenzo Perugia, was arrested and
Okay, so did he actually pay the money and got the Mona Lisa? Did the
No.
antique dealer take the money
called the
and
police.
got the Mona Lisa? He called?
The police.
Excellent, he called the police. And the thief
locked up.
was locked
Got
up.
The story of the theft was much simpler than many people thought. Vincenzo Perugia, born in Italy, had worked in Paris at the Louvre in 1908. Perugia had walked into the museum, noticed the Salon Carré empty, grabbed the Mona Lisa, gone to the staircase, removed the painting from its frame, and run off with the Mona Lisa under his painter's smock.
Okay, so this is how he got away with it. He used to work there, and it's like he knows everything in the place. Okay. Okay, guys. So now, match the green time expressions in the text halves. What are the green time expressions? We had a whole week on Monday morning. The following day. What else? What else is written in green? Razan. Time expressions. What else is written in green? On the page.
4 minutes.
A few minutes. Okay, for a few minutes. And then?
2 years later.
And?
The
Excellent. The next day.
years later, the next.
The next day. Very good. Anything? Nothing more. Okay, so the crime wasn't noticed until at 7 o'clock on Monday morning, for a few minutes, for a whole week, the next day, after 2 years, or the following day. The crime was not noticed until
Following day.
the following day. Very good. The following day. So we're going to match 1 with F. 1 with F. Okay, number 2. The Louvre was closed. Razan, the Louvre was closed at 7 o'clock on Monday morning for a few minutes for a whole week, or the next day, or after 2 years. The Louvre was closed. For Razan, Rosie,
What?
the Louvre was closed for how long?
For a whole week.
Excellent, for a whole week. Okay, can you guys do 3, 4, 5, and 6 on your own? And then we're going to see whether you did it right or wrong. You have, you're going to have a timer of 4 minutes. No, 4 minutes is too much. 2 minutes. 3 minutes? 3 minutes is okay. Okay. Do number 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, Razan, you're going to answer number 3, 4, 5, and 6 on your own, and then check the answers together. Okay, we're going to have a quiz that sums up everything in the unit, and it's really easy. And you're gonna see, do you remember the quizzes website I gave you before?
Yes.
Yeah, it's this one. See, it's very easy. It's unit 8. No, I think
I'm gonna win.
I want the saved ones. I don't know how to find them. Collections. Okay, let me look it up here. Unit 8. Human race. Okay. Start. I'll send you a link now, okay?
Okay.
All right, it's in the chat.
I entered.
I can't see you. Click on start or enter or go, like whatever you have, just click on it. Because I still cannot see any participants. See? Yes. Now I have Jen. Razan, I'm waiting for you. Rosie? Waiting.
Okay.
Did you click on start or enter?
Yes. Razan is here. Teacher, we are in. What should we do? Yes.
It's about everything in the unit, so focus. Super! Who did that one? Good job. I know you girls are the best. Amazing. Amazing, amazing. Oopsie. It's okay. It's okay. Okay.
Teacher, I pressed on something wrong.
No, you got everything
Me.
right. Okay. You can clap your. It's easy. Somewhere, nowhere, everywhere, anywhere are examples of quantitative pronouns for object, person, or place. Everywhere, nowhere, somewhere, where. Okay, super. The golden falcon has been stolen by. Excellent. Homophone of the word nose is. What are homophones? Are the words who sound the same, but they are spelled differently, if you remember. Like I, my eyes, my eye, and I, the pronoun I.
Teacher, I don't understand it.
The homophone of the word nose. Homophone means two words. They are pronounced in the same way, same sound, but different spelling. So nose is pronounced like I, ate, or nose. Yeah. Super. Okay, excellent.
I don't understand it.
Again, homophones are words that sound the same.
No, the next
What?
question.
Does the other punctuation go inside or outside the speech marks? Yeah, it was last session. Okay.
I said any guess.
Inside.
Teacher, I don't understand it.
The last one?
Yes.
Okay, a phrasal verb or a verb like a word, lock up, get away with, break into, these are called phrasal verbs. They mean, or a
I
word,
did it.
put someone in prison. Lock up means to put someone in prison, or get
I
away.
did a mistake. I did a mistake.
Who? Jenna?
Yes.
Yeah, just one is fine.
But why? I didn't even take
You
this
didn't answer,
question.
yeah, so it's fine. It's okay. Okay. Okay, so to put someone in prison means to lock up. He was arrested and
Now I
locked
understand.
up. So good. Super girls. Amazing. Here are your results. Not these. These. Super. One big clap for yourselves. Okay, so punctuation or speech marks. I'll go over this part again.
The score is 8,180. Teacher, what should I do now?
Wait, I'll just show you the speech marks thing. So you can understand what's the meaning of other punctuation marks go inside or outside. Here is one. Well, okay. Where is the, yeah. Here. So look, Jenna, do you see this mark and this mark?
Yes.
Yes, these are called speech marks or inverted commas. Inverted
I
commas.
know inverted comma.
Yeah. So sometimes if you're writing a story, you need to use speech marks to show who is talking. For example, said Madge. Oh, and a very long pointed nose, right? So said Madge, oh, and a very long pointed nose. This is what Madge said. So in order to show that this is exactly what Madge said, you need to use, you need to use
The
speech mark.
speech mark.
Very good. Any punctuation mark that we put to the end of the sentence, like a question mark, an exclamation mark, a comma, or a period, we put inside the speech mark or outside, like this full stop, like you underlined. Is it outside or inside the speech mark?
It's outside.
Is it after the speech mark or before we close the speech mark?
It says that.
So okay, imagine this is a box. Oh, she left. You know this part well, Razan, right? You're good with this part, right? Okay, super. Okay. All right. Welcome back. Okay, then when we are writing speech marks or the inverted commas, this is, I am opening the speech mark. I write everything I want to say, and then I close the speech mark like this. Okay? So I open and then close. If I'm asking a question, for example, let me open the widescreen, the whiteboard. Miss Salma asked, do you have your notebooks? Do I put speech marks, then inverted, do I put question mark, then speech mark, or your notebooks, I close the speech marks, then I put the question mark? Which one is right? The question mark before or inside the speech marks?
The second one, Miss Salma asked you to have your notebooks, close the speech marks, and then put the question mark.
Okay, this means I did not use a question mark when I'm talking. So can we ask a question? This is exactly what I said. Can I ask a question without a question mark?
No.
No. So the
You have to
question
put
mark
it
has to
inside.
be
Inside.
the speech marks because I asked with the question mark. My question included the question mark, right? And then you cannot just put the question mark after you finish because, yeah, usually after Miss Salma asked, your sentence is over. So you cannot just put a question mark like that. It's with nobody. You have to put it inside the speech mark like this one. So this one is correct. Okay. This one is not correct. Okay. I'll send you a video to see like that tells you more about speech marks that we watched in the previous session. I will also send you the link of the previous session. Okay, so you guys, your homework again is to write about a newspaper article about the robbery in the picture. You can write about this robbery in this picture, or you can choose anything else to write about.
Okay.
However you want. Okay. Also, it's the same thing here. Write a newspaper article about a theft. Prepare the facts. What has been stolen? Where did the crime take place? When did the crime take place? So, for example, on Monday or on Saturday, October 10th, 2020, in the club, my phone that I just bought 2 days ago has been stolen. For example, this is, you finish the introduction. Number 1 is done. Number 1 is done. What's wrong? Oh yeah, you cannot see the screen because I wasn't sharing it. Here, write a newspaper article about a theft. Prepare the facts. What has been stolen? Where did the crime take place? When did the crime take place? This is your introduction. And now,
Okay, but please send it in the group.
how did the thief enter and leave the building? Use prepositions of movement. He walked slowly. He ran towards. He kept looking at the cameras. Use prepositions of movement. Okay. Were there any eyewitnesses? Eyewitness means the person who watched the robbery
situation.
itself. Eyewitness. Who were they? For example, in this theft, it was Alice, the girl who actually works in this place. Where were they? Did they see the thief? Describe the thief. Blonde hair, fair skin, fine skin, straight hair, curly hair. She was tall, she was short. Display your newspaper article and add drawings too. Display means like give it to me. Hand it over, submit it. And add drawings to one. Okay? All right. Do you have any questions?
No, thank you.
Welcome. You're most welcome. Okay. Any questions, Roseanne?
Thanks.
Goodbye. See you next Monday.
Bye.